Welcome everybody into the presentation today. Hey, do me a favor, because we're going to have such a large group in here today. I'm going to put everybody in the listen only mode. Now, I do want to communicate with you back and forth. I want to get your questions, your comments. So we're going to use that chat box. So the way that you're going to actually access the chat box is depending on how you're actually viewing today's presentation. If you're using a desktop application, your screen is going to look very similar to mine. On the right-hand side in the top corner, you're going to see an orange arrow. If you click on that orange arrow, it's going to open up a panel a little bit down that says question/chat. Open that up, type in your questions, type in your comments, hit send. They will come directly to me as the host. Now, the second way, if you're viewing today's presentation on a web-based platform, a little bit different, that you will have a series of icons on the right-hand side of the page. You'll see kind of a bubble one that looks like a question box. Click on that. That's going to open up the dialog box. And from there, again, enter your questions, your comments, hit send. They will come directly to me as the host. Now, the third way, if you're viewing today's presentation on a mobile application, on an Apple product, an iPhone, or an Android product, or you're on your tablet, somewhere on the screen, you should see a question mark. If you're on the mobile device, you do not see the question mark. Tap the screen once or twice. That's going to actually bring you out of the full screen mode. From there, you should see the question mark. Click that, enter your questions, enter your comments, hit send. And again, they're going to come to me as the host. Now, that should cover everybody in the presentation. We've got over 200 people in here. I want to make sure you all have found your question box, your chat box. So do me a favor. Go into the chat box, go into the question box, and type in from whatever country or whatever city you are currently viewing this presentation from. Go ahead and do that for me right now, so I know all of you have found that chat box and that question box. All right, Robert's in Florida. So am I, Robert. I'm actually in Orlando, Florida right now. Manila with Cecilio. Great. Welcome, Manila. Delado. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. New York City. Walter just says yes. Well, all right, Walter. Welcome, my friend. All right, so keep going, gang. I want to make sure Mike from Malta, Italy with Lorenzo. All right, good. We got a lot of you coming in. Awesome. Mike from the UK. You're in the link. Nina, Indianapolis, Fort Myers, London. Awesome. Okay, it looks like everybody has found the chat box. Welcome in the presentation. Now, understand, when you invest, you should never invest money that you cannot afford to lose. Please, please, please always trade with what is called proper equity management. And the reason for that is even the best traders in the world will take losses. We're going to talk about that today, how we maximize our gains and minimize our losses through proper equity management. Now, as we look at our agenda and our time together, this presentation, this webinar is built and designed for one thing, is that it'll help you decide if you see currency trading, Forex trading, as something that you want to do. Now, I'm not here today in this presentation to teach you how to be a trader. I know some of you already are. This job and my job is to show you how we help people all over the world, over 50,000 people, make money consistently in the currency market. Now, we've been doing this for 23 years. I know a lot of you are in this presentation because you want to trade full-time, or you're already trading and you know you need to get some help. I know a lot of you are looking to retire early, or you're retired and you need to generate some more income. Great. I don't care what your background is, where you live, how much knowledge you have of the currency market. We can teach you to be a successful currency trader if you're committed. Now, I will tell you that currency trading is not for everybody, okay? It's not for everybody, and it may not be for you, okay? And that's all right. But I've been doing this for 25 years, and I'm very blessed that every day I get to work with some very, very successful people, successful traders. And what I've found is successful people tend to do, what unsuccessful people cannot and are unwilling to do. So for that reason, I applaud all of you being in this presentation, taking time out of your busy schedule to learn new opportunities out there. So I promise I do not take for granted your time. So let's officially get things started. Again, this is a live presentation. Today is September 29th. The year is 2017. It's just about 10 minutes before 11 Eastern Standard Time here in the United States of America. Make sure, if you haven't already, that you got a pen, you got a piece of paper, you're prepared to take great notes. We got a ton of information to cover in a very short amount of time. I assure you this presentation will go by very, very quickly. We've got awesome opportunity that we are looking at right now. For those of you that don't know, the fourth quarter of the year historically is the best currency trading times of the year. It's the most volatile. It creates the most opportunity. We're going to be talking about setting up opportunities for some of you in this room in October, November, profiting, setting you up in December. So when you roll up into 2018, you got a plan. You're ready to go to make next year your most profitable year ever. On top of that, we are in the phase right now of our Power Fibonacci launch. I'm going to show you incredible tools where we take Fibonacci's to the next level, gang, where we're not manually drawing Fibonacci's. We are automating these tools. We are automating entries. We are automating exits. Incredible proprietary information that we have developed. Now, real quick about me, Renee already covered a bunch of this information. Just so you know, I've been involved in the financial services business for 25 years. I've traded every asset class that there is out there. Over the past 15 years, I've been paid to fly across every state in the United States, every province in Canada, to talk to live groups of people on how to trade, how to invest, how to take control of their financial lives. And we're going to talk about that today. This is my passion. This is what I love to do. And what I love most about trading is obviously the money, the income is unlimited. You know, it's as much of your knowledge and expertise as you want to put into it as you can be successful. But what I love is it creates a freedom in your life. And beyond trading, investing, I got a ton of passions in my life. Obviously, I'm 48 years old. I got a family of three of my, I should say four. I don't want to leave my wife out, right? I've got a family of four. My wife, who I've been married to for 15 years. I got an awesome boy that's 11, soon to be 12, another son that's 9, another daughter that is 5 years old. What I love is learning to trade around your schedule, regardless if you want to do it full-time, part-time. The income is great, but the flexibility is better. You know, I'm one of those only dads that gets to actually be in the carpool line and drop his kids off at school and pick them up. You know, I get a lot of freedom in my life, and I owe it all to the market. So I hope you understand, and my passion comes across in this presentation today, because you can do what I'm going to show you. Now, that's just a touch about me. What I need to know is a little bit about all of you in this presentation, because I know I've got a lot of equities traders in here. I got a lot of stock and options traders, maybe some futures traders. What I need to know, if you were to rank your level of understanding or experience in the currency market, if you were to rank yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being you are brand new to this market, 10 being you're a currency expert, you're making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, please go into that chat box for me right now and rank yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. So I know kind of who I'm talking to within this presentation. Do that for me right now, please. Cheryl's a 1, Jerry's a 1, Jim's a 1, Robert's a 2, okay. Michael's a -3, okay, Michael, thanks for your honesty, my friend. Gonzalo is a 3, Nina's a 1, Richard's an 8 to 9. Great, Richard. You're going to love our tools, my friend. Michael is a 5. Mike is a 3. And Datola is a -1. Les is a 5. Francis is a 3. Joe's a 1. Okay, Joe. And keep going, gang. We got 200 and some people in here. Walter's a 4. Tim's a 4. John's a 3. Okay, so we got a lot of 1s, a few 2s and 3s. And I think one of you I have found so far that is a 5 or above. Okay, good. That gives me a bit of an understanding of who I have in this presentation. Now, understand, when it comes to trading the currency market, it's a little different than other markets, okay? Currency trading is what is called a zero-sum game. And what that means is, in every trade, the winner of the trade pays the loser in the trade. And if you're one of my current traders and you find yourself losing more often than you would like, what you're doing is paying people who have more experience, better tools and technology, better coaches and mentors to work with. So here's how you've got to look at this logically. If in every trade there's a winner and a loser, okay, and what separates them is knowledge and experience, technology, coaching, you need to get yourself on the winning side of that curve. And that's what we've done at Market Traders Institute. We've built this community of traders literally worldwide, where we help develop, teach, train the best currency traders in the world. Now, if you don't know much about Market Traders Institute, a lot of people get confused and think that we are a broker. We're not a broker. We're not affiliated with any brokers. In fact, you can use any brokerage firm you want to execute your trades. They will all interact with our proprietary technology. What Market Traders Institute has been doing for the past 23 years is developing premier technology, premier education portal, and assembling the best coaching and mentorship programs in the world. Now, 23 years. I want you to think about that for a moment, because I know I have some business owners in this presentation. You do not survive in business for 23 years unless you have a rock solid foundation and you deliver what you promise. Now, as you look at the building on the screen right here, this is our corporate offices. I am broadcasting live from the second floor of this building. This is where we house 200 employees. Now, we've gone through tremendous growth over the past 8 to 10 years. And the reason for our growth is a philosophy that starts with our founder, Jared Martinez. A lot of you probably know of him as the FX chief. A philosophy that we never leave a client behind. Now, in your notes, this is very important. I want you to write this down. I want you to write down mentorship and coaching. Mentorship and coaching, and underline that, please. Mentorship and coaching. One of the main ways we work globally with our students is through our mentorship and our coaching programs. Now, understand that right now, you could go online, you could do a search on Google or Yahoo or go to YouTube and search how to trade currencies. And you could find a ton of information, right? But where do you start? Where do you begin? How do you do it? Let me tell you how you become a successful currency trader. And again, I've been around this for 25 years. You find an organization of people who have a successful track record proven that they will show you that are making money, number one. Number two, not only do they know how to make the money, they know how to teach it, coach it, and train you, and teach and stick by your side until you become a successful currency trader. Does that make sense to everybody in this presentation? If so, type in yes in the chat box. You know, someone who's got a track record of success so they can actually team and mentor and coach you. Now, one of the things that we do live with our students, okay? Every minute the currency market is open, every second the currency market is open, we are live interacting, trading with our students. We don't wait till one session, 2 sessions out of the week. We are open 24 hours a day, every second the currency market is open, okay? When you combine that level of mentorship and coaching and support to our premier technology, to our premier education portal, that's why we've grown to train 50,000 people over the last 23 years, and we are getting recognized out there in the community. In fact, last year we were ranked by Inc. magazine as the 592nd fastest growing privately held company in the United States of America. Massive growth. This year, we are just got the honor last month, we're going to probably announce it next week, that we have broken to the top 500 of this. Now, we are founded by this gentleman right here. Now, this is Jared Martinez. He is known throughout the financial world as the FX chief. Now, Jared Martinez has been trading currencies and currencies alone exclusively for the past 30 years. He is known throughout the currency world, the financial world, as one of the top currency traders out there. In fact, over the last 2 years, third-party verified accounts, Jared Martinez has been averaging 1,800 pips a week. Now, those of you that trade the currency, you know what a pip is. 1,800 pips a week on a standard lot, that's $18,000 a week. Okay, if you don't know what a pip is yet, I'll explain that in a moment. This is the level of expertise you get to work with when you come on board today as a student in this organization. He's a best-selling author, teacher, been on TV, been on television shows. He leads our mentorship and our coaching programs. Now, 2 of the most important coaches you will have, mentors you will have in this organization when you come on board today as a student are these 2 gentlemen on the screen right here. The gentleman to the right is Gary Fickhart. Gary Fickhart, and I will show you his account today. and a third-party verified account from last year at this time, last year September 28th to this year September 29th, has generated 25,000 pips. On a standard lot, that's $250,000. He's winning 92% of his trades. Josh Martinez, the gentleman to the left, in the last 7 months in one account, which I will show you today, third-party verified, real money, real trades, real profits, has generated 11,000 pips. On a standard lot, that's $110,000. Experts. Now, what I want you to write down in your notes now is Euro Wave. Please write down Euro Wave, Monday, 11 a.m. That's Eastern Standard Time. That is New York City time here in the United States of America. We have a special session. I'm sorry that it says tomorrow on there. It should say Monday on there. It is Monday, 11 a.m. We have a Euro session going on. Now, historically, these private sessions that we have are for our more experienced students. But what we're doing is we're going to allow 23 of you in this presentation today to come into this session and watch us trade and set up our opportunities live. Now, what's happened is over the past 10 days, a lot of our targets have been hit, okay, where our students have had an opportunity to earn 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 pips. We are looking at, over the next 5 trading days, 1,000 pip movement in the euros. We are setting these targets up Monday morning, 11 a.m. If you would like to find out if you can be chosen as one of the people, we've got over 200 of you in this presentation. We're going to take 23. What I need you to do for me right now, if you're interested, is go in the chat box, type in your telephone number, and either type in Eurowave or EW for me, please. Type in Eurowave, your telephone number, or EW. And what we're going to do is we're going to choose 23 of you to come in, view this, so you can get a chance to see exactly what we do for our students. So again, John, make sure you get your phone number. Then if you're interested, again, the 23 slots will go very, very quickly, because what we do, it's not about the results that we produce internally or Josh makes or that Gary makes. Gang, it's about what our students make. And I would encourage all of you, when Investor Inspiration is done today, is do a little research. Go on our Facebook pages, Gary's Facebook page, Josh's Facebook page, Market Trader's Facebook page, and read for yourself what our clients write in there every day, every week, every month about the results they get with Market Traders Institute. This is what we do. This is what we've been doing for 23 years. So my promise to all of you, by the time I wrap my time up, okay, in a little bit from now, you are absolutely going to understand the potential in the Forex market if you don't already. Now, in addition, you're going to see how you can have immediate profit potential without quitting what you're doing full time. Now, I'll tell you, this is not about trying to become some sort of overnight millionaire, get rich quick. That's nonsense. There's no such thing as get rich quick. Can we please all agree with that? We're adults, right? We're a 23-year-old company. We got 200 employees. We've got proprietary trading tools. We got the best mentorship and coaches in the world. We teach you a skill. Learning to trade the currency market is a skill that you learn to apply over and over and over again. And repetition is the mother of all skills. And when you combine that with your coaches and your mentors, you're going to love it. Now, when I wrap up this presentation in a little bit, I'm going to give each and every one of you in this room, in this webinar, an opportunity to be a client of ours, risk-free for the next 60 days, so you can see exactly what we produce for our students with your own eyeballs. So as I go through this presentation and I start to demonstrate our tools and how this works, and you're watching me go through our charts and a lot of our indicators, all I want you to do is ask yourself some basic questions along the way. Just simply ask yourself, can you picture yourself learning our concepts? Can you picture yourself or imagine yourself sitting in front of your computer 30 minutes a day following what we teach? And if you start to answer yes to these questions, I believe for those of you that are trading, you're finally ready for your breakthrough. For those of you that are new to this, you get to see a new opportunity that a lot of you are going to look back today that will be life-changing sitting in this webinar. And I know that because I've been doing this a long time, okay? I know, because I've been around here for a while, we can't teach you to trade the currency market consistently, successfully, you're not going to learn anywhere else. Okay, I know that's a bold statement, but again, we're very confident in what we do, and that's why we've had our growth. So this is what we're going to do. I know we have some experienced traders in here. Please be patient with me. If you're experienced, we're going to get into our power Fibonacci's, our automation, our incredible technology in a few minutes. But we need to get some of the newer people up to speed. See, there's a lot of benefits to the currency market. I used to be an equities trader. Okay, I traded a lot of stocks, a lot of options. Now I exclusively trade currencies because it has extreme advantages. First and foremost, the liquidity in the market. It's the most liquid market in the world. Now, basically what that means is you can just enter and exit the market anytime that you want. There's no time limits on your trade. And let me acknowledge, I got a bunch of you, Mundy and Trader. Trader, if you've put Trader, make sure you get your first name. Cecilio, Daryl, Gonzo, Jonathan. Thank you for all of you putting in your phone numbers. We'll follow up with you when we're done about the Euro wave. Liquidity simply means you can enter and exit the market anytime that you want. There's always going to be buyers. There's always going to be sellers. There's no time limits on your trades. You can be in a trade and hold on to it for 5 minutes, get out with no penalties. 5 days, 5 hours, 5 months, however long you really want to, okay? Now, one of the things that we do here at Market Traders Institute is we'll mentor you, we'll coach you, we'll define your best fit of a particular trading style, okay? Now, the second thing about this market that is a massive benefit is the flexibility. You know, as opposed to the stock market, which is open from 9:30 till 4 o'clock, yeah, you got some aftermarket and pre-market trading, but, you know, good luck when you're holding on to positions and you get a gap up, gap down, and you can't approach that stock until the next day. Doesn't happen in the currency market. It's a 24-hour-a-day market. Okay, this market opens up in the United States, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Sunday afternoon. It's open all night, all morning, all day, every day till Friday at 5 o'clock p.m. Okay? Now, for me, as a family man, you know, I'm 48 years old. I got a wife, I got a dog, I got a cat, I got 3 kids. I'm busy. I like the idea of a flexible market. Now, for example, my oldest son is a soccer player. Okay, I've got 3 kids, as I mentioned. My oldest son, Maddox, is a soccer player. Now, he had soccer practice Tuesday night. Okay. Now, during that exact same period of time, my wife went to a fundraiser. A lot of you know or don't know. You know, Hurricane Irma rolled through here about 2 weeks ago, caused a lot of damage locally, obviously not as much as they did in the South, and the Keys are devastated, which breaks my heart. That's one of my favorite places in the world. The poor people in Puerto Rico with what they're dealing with. We had small damage compared to them. But my kids were out of school for 5 days, and there's a lot of families that need help, so they did a fundraiser. My wife went to that. At that same time, my son had soccer practice. I scooped my 3 kids out. We went out to the soccer practice. It ended at 8:30 at night. We drove home, picked up some dinner, got home. By the time I got my kids settled in, cleaned up, brushed their teeth, you know, lights out, it was 10:30 at night. Now, at 10:30 at night, what I did is different than most people do. Remember what I mentioned about what successful people do compared to unsuccessful people? You know, a lot of people at that time are just going to go watch television before they fall asleep, or go search the internet and spend money on Amazon, right? What I did is I went over to my computer in my office, opened up my charts, and jumped live into the currency market. And I traded from about 10:35, I think it was, till about 11:30. And I made about 300 pips in 50 minutes. Gang, this market, you can trade around your schedule. That's what I love about this market. I'm busy. I got a lot of stuff going on. And the size of this market, you can put all the other markets together and they're not as big as the currency market. Every single day, this market trades over $5 trillion. I actually had a student tell me last week they think it's closer to $8 trillion. I've yet to hear that, but massive, massive opportunity. It's the largest market on the planet. Now, the last one, focus, is another one important for me because, again, I'm busy. In addition to my kids, I'm a runner. I do triathlons. I'm high energy guy, okay? I got a lot of stuff I like to do. So I like to be focused. When I was a stock trader, and if you trade stocks, you know, there's thousands of stocks to analyze. You know, looking at technicals and fundamentals. I mean, in currency market worldwide, there's 60 currency pairs. And as a student of Market Traders Institute, you will probably make 70% of your money off of about 8 or 9 currency pairs. Monday, when we are live in the Eurowave session, if you're one of those people in there, you're going to see we will analyze 2 or 3 positions. So again, to me, the currency market is the easiest market to understand, the safest market to invest in, and that's most profitable. We're going to talk a little bit more about some of the advantages in this market. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and shoot over now. Everybody, if you can confirm that I have closed out my PowerPoint presentations, and you can see that I've got my charting software up. If you can see that, type in a yes or the letter Y, so I know everybody is with me. All right, Cheryl, I've got your number as well. I got a lot of you that put in for, John, just make sure that we got your number. You said, I'm interested, but we don't have, okay, I got it. No, I got it, John. I'm sorry, I see it down here a little bit further. 905, are you up in Jacksonville? Might be not down the road from us. Okay, okay, everybody's telling me yes, yes, yes. Gonzalo, Michael, Mike. Keep going, gang. John, okay, everybody's telling me that they can see my charting software. What you're looking at is what is called the ultimate charting software. This is Market Traders Institute's own proprietary trading platform, built with blood, sweat, and tears by traders for traders. We've invested millions and millions of dollars to create what we believe is the greatest trading platform in the world. We've got our own proprietary tools. We've got patent pending technology. We've got automation that is unbelievable. I'm going to demonstrate some of that for you today, okay? This works on every currency pair, every time period that's out there. Now, for those of you that are new, trading currency is just trading one currency versus another. And like every other market, what are we looking to do? We're looking to buy low, right? The old adage, and sell high when the market's moving up. We're also looking to make money when the market reverses and make money in a downward push in the market. Now, the currency market, we have a very specific job. Our job, yes, it is, Tom, this is real time. It's September 29th, 11:12 in the morning here in the United States of America. We are live, my friend. Your job in the currency market is to capture pips. Now, PIP is an acronym for price, interest, point. I do know how to spell, kind of. Price, interest, point. Now, I'm not going to get into a big, long description of what a PIP is, okay? All I want you to know right now for demonstration purposes today is that pips are good. Pips are your friend. You want to capture as many pips as you can when the market is moving up. You want to capture as many pips as you can when the market is moving down, right? I'll show you in a moment how pips turn into profits, okay? You also don't have to be some mathematical expert in understanding this market, because I'm not some big mathematical wizard. In fact, I think that my 6-year-old, or excuse me, not my 6-year-old, I'm probably better at math than my 6-year-old. She's actually 5. What I was going to say, my 6th grader, I think, is probably more advanced at math than I am, right? And if you have a son or a daughter or a grandson or a daughter that's in the 6th grade, you know how much more advanced they are than when we were that age, right? I'll tell you what I'm awesome at, though, is the same thing you're going to be awesome at, is identifying patterns, because the market in the currency market does the same thing over and over and over again. And you're going to get great at using tools and indicators and information and your coaches and your mentors to determine where the market's been in the past, where it's going to go in the future, right? Now, what we're looking at here in the screen, if I kind of clear some of this out of the way, in the middle, you can see there's a watermark where it says GBP NZD 1 hour. If everybody can see this right here, please type in the letter Y or yes, Y-E-S. Do that for me, please. Yeah, they're real-time charts. Tom, we're going to get into all that, my friend. All right, so here we go. Here we go. So everybody's telling me yes. What we're looking at is the Great British Pound, New Zealand dollar, 1 hour chart, okay? Robert, great. Thank you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Oh my gosh, open heart. Well, God bless you. I hope everything goes well. You're going home today? Oh, congratulations, my friend. We have somebody in the presentation that just to put me in the chat box that is watching this presentation from his hospital bed after having open heart surgery and he's going home today. That's gives me goosebumps. I hope everything's great with you. He's similar to my age. All right, good. Well, congratulations, Robert. I hope you do well. Great British Pound, New Zealand dollar, 1 hour chart. That's what we're looking at. Now, each one of these little indicators here, I know this is basic for some of you, but these are what are called Japanese candlesticks, right? Japanese candlesticks are a visual representation of how much the market has moved within a particular period of time. We like to call them the sign language of the market because they help us identify changes in trends, changes in direction with their formations. We embed all of them in the software. We make it real easy for you to understand these. Now, if I click on one, you can see this candlestick was from yesterday, okay? This was September 28th, 6 o'clock in the morning. We had an open, a high, a low, and a close, right? So what does that mean? I got in, this candlestick opened up right here. It dipped down. Now that little piece hanging off the end is a wick. It moved up and had a high for the hour. It settled in and closed out that candle. Then it opened up a brand new candle, of which it dipped down for the low for the hour, moved up, had a high, settled in and closed out that candle. And it does that over and over again all the way up to live market right here. And if you watch as we're going, you can see that's moving because it's all real-time live market opportunity, okay? Now I'm going to take a quick minute. Again, my experienced people, hang tight with me. We're going to pick up the pace in a few minutes here. We're going to get into evaluation and tools and manual tools, and then we're going to get into automated tools, automated Fibonacci's, automated entries, automated exit, incredible technology, proprietary tools we've built. But first, everybody has to understand how pips generate into dollars, how pips generate into profits. Now, let's just say, for example, and I'm not going to do any analysis at first, but let's just say based on evaluation, information, we decided to get into a trade down here, right, and sell out of a trade right up here. So we bought down here, right in this area. We held on to this trade as it moved up. We sold right here. Now, the difference between these two lines and these two numbers would be the amount of pips that we would profit, okay? So if we got in down here, held on to this trade and sold up here, that would be the amount of pips we would make. Now, we can measure that real quickly. I'll grab my ruler. Bring this right up here. Can everybody look up right here in the top right-hand corner? And please tell me if you can see and acknowledge yes or why that we would have got into this trade September 27th, okay, 2 days ago, Wednesday, at 9 p.m. We would have sold out of this trade September 28th, yesterday at 9 a.m. We would have made 116 pips, and we had 12 bars. Now, bars are also called candlesticks. Because these candlesticks on this chart are all 1 hour, 12 bars is 12 hours. Does that make sense to everybody? So if everybody understands, and please put in the yes or the letter Y in the chat box, that I would have bought down here September 27th, sold up here September 28th, I would have profited 116 pips in 12 hours time. If that all makes sense, type in a yes or a Y, please, because it's important. So we're talking about pips turning into profits right now. All right, Robert, thank you. Thank you, Anderson and Ball, Brian and Paul and Carolyn, and everybody telling me yes, that makes sense to everybody. Okay, good. So let's talk about this for a second here, about our pips and our opportunity. So I go over here. Understand when you trade in the currency market, you have options of how you can trade. You trade in different lot sizes. You can trade with what is called a micro lot, a mini lot, or a standard lot. If you trade with a micro lot, you're looking at about a $20 US investment per trade. Now, right there for my new people, that's a beautiful thing about the currency money is you don't need a lot of capital. You don't need a lot of money to start. You can start small and grow your account over time. Now, I'll tell you that most people typically start off with a mini lot investment. That's a $200 investment per trade. And a standard lot is a $2,000 investment per trade. Now, each of these have a different profit value to them. If you trade with a micro lot, you're looking at a 10-cent per pip profit. Now, that's not a lot of money, obviously. If you think about that trade we just talked about a minute ago, we would have been in that trade on the 27th, sold out of the trade on the 28th, we would have made 116 pips. So we would have invested $20, got our $20 back when we sold, okay? And for every pip, we made 10 cents. So our profit would have been $11.60, a little over 50%, right? Obviously not a lot of money, but hey, 50% return in 12 hours, I'll take that all day long. Well, let's look at that same trade with a mini lot. If we do a mini lot trade of $200, and again, remember, we're not a broker. You use any broker that you want in the world. They will all interact directly with our trading platforms. You do a mini lot investment of $200. Your broker holds onto the $200 when you invest in the 27th. You sell out of it on the 28th, okay? For every pip we made in the mini lot, we just made $1. So we get our $200 back, and our profit is now $116 in 12 hours. Now, how many of you would like to make an investment of, $200 and 12 hours later get your $200 back plus $116? If so, type in yes or me or of course, right? And this is a big advantage over the equities market. It's just the leverage in this market. There's no other market like it, okay? Now, here's where this gets fun. Let's say you start investing your winnings, you start investing your earnings, and you step up and you do a standard lot investment. That exact same trade over the exact same period of time, you don't do any more work, you don't do any more analysis. All you do is invest a little bit more money. In that same 12-hour period, you invest your $2,000, you get your $2,000 back. For every pip, you just made $10. So now your return on investment on that $2,000 investment is $1,160. Okay? Now, for those of you that are new to the currency market, does this make a little bit more sense now of why this is the fastest growing market in the world? Number one, you can start small and grow your account. And number two, the leverage and the buying power is unprecedented. Okay? It's better in options, better in futures. It's, to me, the best way to trade. And this, what I'm showing you on the screen right here, is what we do live every second, every day that the market is open. We are live trading with our students, okay? So let me do this. I'm going to go ahead and jump back into the live market. And we're going to start talking about how we use our tools. But I want you to take 1 minute here. And in your notes, I want you to write down, how much money do you need to make every single month consistently in the Forex market in order to accomplish some of your financial goals? Write that number down in your notes right now. I also want you to write down why you wrote that number. Everybody's got a different game plan. For me, I'm going to have 3 kids in college at the same time. That's a big expense in my life. For a lot of other people, for my father-in-law, who I've taught to do this, he's a painter his whole life. This is part retirement money for him. Everybody's got a different reason. Write that down, okay? Now, I find that my average students, when they first come on board new, they're typically trying to make between $2,000 to $10,000 per month, okay? So the big question is this. If we can teach you as an organization a few basic strategies where you can consistently make $2,000 to $10,000 per month, month after month, in your free time, not having to quit your job, not turning your life upside down, would you be willing to sit down and focus 30 to 45 minutes a day to get good in the currency market? If so, type in yes in the chat box. Would you be willing to sit down and work at this 30 to 45 minutes a day to reach that number that you wrote down in the paper? If so, type in yes in the chat box. Because I'm going to be honest with you. If you're in this webinar, you're just kind of checking stuff out. If you can't give me 30 to 45 minutes a day consistently, that's the key, consistently to work in this market, and we will teach, train, coach, help you along the way, you might as well log off right now because you're not going to be successful. The money doesn't fall from the sky, doesn't show up in your post box, right? You got to work at it, and we are willing to help you. But that's what we do, and I'm going to show you exactly how we do it and how we've been doing it for 23 years. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch back over to my charts. I got a couple questions, though. A couple of you are asking me about a couple different things. Let me address these, and then we're going to get right back into the charts. I've got your question, Todd and Sue and Brandon. Okay. Those of you that are interested in our coaching and our mentorship programs, how they work, how you can work with people like Josh Martinez or Gary or the Chief or Jose Tormos or Tyson Clayton, the easiest thing for you to do is go into the chat box and type in your telephone number and just type in coaching. Type in your telephone number and coaching. I only get a short amount of time with you in this presentation today. I can't cover everything that we do. And what we will do is we'll follow up with you when the time is appropriate to answer your questions, explain a little bit more detail how all of that works. But that's the easiest thing for you to do. And I've got your number, Isaac. Jan, I've got your number. Sophie, I've got your number. Harry, I've got your number. We'll follow up with you. And then I've got several of you asking me about the special trading session that we're doing Monday, this coming Monday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Euro Wave session. We'll be setting up our trade opportunities for next week right in front of your eyes. We're anticipating a 1,000-pip move in the Euros. If you didn't already and you're interested in being invited into that session, go into the chat box and type in EW, Euro Wave. Natalie, just type in EW next to your number. And Lauren, I've got your number. Wendy, I've got your number. Great. Thank you. All right, here we go. And Frank, I've got your number. Alex, I've got your number. Josh, I've got your number as well. We'll follow up with you on that. Okay, good. So can everybody please acknowledge that I've gone back, opened up my charting solver? If so, type in a yes or a Y. Okay, good. Everybody type in YES or the letter Y. Okay. Alex, I have your number just to confirm as well. Jasmine, I will make sure Brian calls you when we're done. Jack, I've got your number. William, I've got your number. And Harry, I've got your number as well. Okay. So what I had mentioned when we first got rocking and rolling here is the thing that I love about the currency market is currency market moves in wave-like patterns. And it does the same things over and over again. It moves in these patterns, gang, where it'll move up, it'll push back down. It'll move up, it'll push back down. It'll move up, it'll push back down. It'll move up, and it'll push back down. Obviously, what we're looking to do, Daryl, I've got your number as well, is make money when the market moves up, reverses, right? Buy into the market, make money when it moves up. Or we're looking to make money in the market when it moves up, reverses the other direction, and sell and make money when it pushes down. Now, there's three things that every trader has to know before they enter into a trade. They got to know, number one, market direction. Right? Number two, we got to know when to get in. And number three, we got to know when to get out. Now, we use different tools, different indicators, different types of information. We use our coaches and our mentors to determine these things. Now, one of the main things that we use is something that the gentleman before me was talking about, is Fibonacci's. Our founder of this company, Jared Martinez, again, has been a currency trader and currency exclusively for the past 30 years, is considered to be the godfather of Fibonacci's in the currency market. Again, he's averaging 1,800 pips, third-party verified account over the past 2 years. And I'm going to show you his results all the way back to the year 2000, okay? We are experts in Fibonacci's, but not only are we good at Fibonacci's on the manual basis, we have internally invested and built tools and indicators to what we call power Fibonacci's, to where we automate the process so we don't miss trades. We don't just manually get in and get one, we automatically get in and get multiple trades at one time. And I'm going to show you how this works. Now, just quickly, for those of you that are new and you don't really know anything about a Fibonacci, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. I would Google it when we're done. But just so you know, Fibonacci, Leonardo Fibonacci, 13th century mathematician, he developed and found that the world of nature tends to have this rhythmic cycle built right into it. That plants would grow in a numerical sequence called the golden ratio, or, animals would reproduce in the same type of sequence. If you looked at, the petals on a flower, they're in a sequence, they're in an equation, they repeat a pattern. If you look at, the stripes on a zebra or the fingerprint, it's in a sequence, it's in a pattern. Well, what did we just talk about with the market? The currency market moves in these wave-like patterns over and over and again. So what we do is we apply Fibonacci's to tell us where the market's going to go in the future based on where it's been in the past. And we use large time Fibonacci's for direction, small time frame Fibonacci's to know when to get in and out. Now, just real quickly, I'm going to do some analysis, very simple, basic analysis, and then we're going to jump live into the market here. And I'm going to introduce you to different types of tools. The market moves up, makes higher highs. The market moves back down and makes a higher low. Moves up, makes a higher high, moves back down and makes a higher low. Up, make a higher high, down and make a higher low. Then it goes up and it'll reverse. And it'll make a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and it does this over and over and over again. Tom, I saw you just added your name and your number. I've got it, my friend. Now I'm gonna just do a little bit of basic analysis right here. We're gonna do, whoa, I mean to grab my Fibonacci there. My trend line, I mean. Grab that right there. All right, so we're gonna do some basic analysis here. We're gonna do the ABCDs. We're gonna go ahead and draw what is gonna be called my A boundary. This is gonna be my B boundary. This is so simple, you can do this. We do this live every day with our students. This would be my C reversal, and this would be my D extension, okay? So everybody can see we've got A, B, C, D right in front of our eyes. Now I'm gonna grab a Fibonacci tool built into our trend recognition software retracement tool, and I'm gonna draw from point A, my low, all the way up to my B, okay? So automatically it's telling me a story based on where it's been in the past. It's going to help me determine where it's going to go in the future based on extensions and retracements. Now I'm going to draw out 3 buy zones for you, okay? 3 buy zones. I'll go ahead and draw out right here, which is going to be my red buy zone right here. Let me go ahead. Give me a second. Draw my red buy zone right here. Right here. I'm going to shade this for you so I make it real easy for you to understand. That's going to be red. This one right here is going to be my blue buy zone right here. And then my last one, I'm going to draw out green. And I need everybody to acknowledge in the chat box just to make sure you can see this on your computer or your tablet or your phone that I've drawn out 3 different buy zones, red, blue, and now green. Just type in yes or the letter Y for me, please. Just type in yes or the letter Y so I know everybody is on the same page. Everybody can see it. Nobody's colorblind in the presentation. Make sure everybody understands exactly what we got going on here. Okay? All right, so everybody's telling me yes. Thank you, Coyote, Cheryl, Jerry, Robert. Everybody's telling me yes. All right, so what do we talk about? In this scenario, we want to make money when this moves up, pulls back. We want to make money when we get our reversal, right? And we want to buy right here in this area, and then we want to let the Fibonacci tell us when to get out. Now, we use different types of tools and indicators to help us determine when our reversals take place. You know, trend line breaks. We use a lot of candlestick formations to help us when there's reversals. But in this demonstration, let's just say that our reversal took place down here in the green zone. So we bought down here in the green zone, okay? So if I bought down here in my green zone, right down in here, bought in here, I am going to hold into this trade, buy down here. I'm going to hold as it's moving up, moving up, moving up, boom. When it breaks through this line, now imagine if this blue line went all the way across. This is a blue Fibonacci extension. The software is doing all the mathematics for me. I am going to sell when it breaks through this extension. I'm going to go from, excuse me, to green. Green to green. I didn't mean to go to the blue. I'm going to buy in the green. I'm going to sell when I hit my green extension. Now, the reason for that is, again, it's the golden ratio. It's the law of averages. What the software is telling me is if I continue to hold on to this trade past this extension, the odds increase that this is going to go against me. So I'm going to buy and sell from green to green. Well, let's say my reversal takes place right here in this blue zone, okay? Right here, so I buy at this time right here. Just like when I went from green to green, in this example, I'm going to buy and sell and go from blue to blue when I break through this blue Fibonacci extension. Well, right here, let's say my reversal takes place anywhere in this area right here in my red zone, okay? Anywhere in my red zone right here. So I'm going to go ahead and buy in my red zone right here, and I am going to hold this trade as it moves up all the way up until it hits my red Fibonacci. So I need everybody to please go to the chat box, very basic concept, and tell me that you understand that we're going to buy and sell with the use of manual Fibonacci's, green to green, blue to blue, red to red. Type in a yes or the letter Y for me, please. I got 186 of you. I need 186 yeses or Ys. I can't leave anybody behind because we're really going to start picking up the speed now. We're going to start to get into live market, into automation, a lot of really cool stuff, okay? All right, Cheryl and Michael. All right, cool. Here we go. So what we're looking to do then, obviously, is make money when this pushes up and let the Fibonacci's tell us when it goes down. And then again, we do the exact same process when the market goes the other direction, right? We want to make money when it starts to push down in the Fibonacci's. All right, well, let's go to the market, okay? And let's go ahead and bring up a different currency pair right here. And let's draw out some Fibonacci's for you, all right? So let me go ahead and move this up so you can see this a little bit better. All right, so right here, this is my low point. So this is going to be, I find my low, this is going to be my A, okay? This right here is going to be, right here, my B. Right over here is going to be my C. Now, I don't know where my C entry is yet. I don't have my entry. I haven't distinguished that yet, but that's going to be my C right there. So got A, B, C, and then eventually I'll have a D extension up here. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to grab my Fibonacci tool, manually draw this. I'm going to find my low point right here. Bring this right up to my B right here, okay? Now you can see I've got my different buying zones. Here's my red buy zone, right? Here's my blue buy zone. Here's my green zone. Red to red, blue to blue, green to green. Well, what we need to do now is we need to look for our entry point into this position. So we kind of let this start to play itself out. And what we can be looking for is when we get a breakout or a change in a pattern. So we can, right now we'll just simply draw a trend line. And I know this isn't a perfect trend line, so don't get mad at me. Draw that right there, and we'll bring this across. Now tell me when we get our opportunity right there. Pretty obvious, right? You can see we got a breakout. So this would be our buying opportunity right in here. So we can figure out if we buy right here, right? If we buy right here, and we hold on to this trade till it hits this extension, okay? So let's just put this right up here. This is going to be our exit point of this trade right here. Very easy, very clean. Right here is going to be my exit point because I bought in the red zone. I'm going to sell when it hits this extension. I can figure out how many pips of opportunity that is. That's going to be about 75 pips. So we're going to call that a 75 pip target. Now what do we need to do? We got to protect our downside, right? In fact, I want you to look at this. Check this out. We have to protect our downside because every trader in the world takes losses. Now, take a look at this. This is Joshua Martinez's MyFX book account. This is a real money account, real trades, real profits, real pips. If you don't know what MyFX book is, they're a third-party company that is verified. This is real, okay? This trading account, this is one of Josh's account, was opened up February 13th this year. So what's that? About 7 months old, okay? In this account this year, Josh is up 11,000 pips. Now, in a standard lot, that would be $110,000 of profit in about 7 months. Pretty good, right? And Josh in this account is winning about 77% of his trades. Now, follow me closely on this and follow this logic. How many of you would be interested in technology where you could go fund an account? Put in however much you want in that account. Again, we're not a broker. We don't handle your money. We're an education, we're a technology company, and we're a mentorship and coaching company. You pick a broker. You fund an account. How would you like to have the ability to have that account hook up directly to Josh's trading platform? And in this account, an account where Josh is winning 77% of his trades, in 7 months, he's made 11,000 pips. Every time in this exact account, Josh buys into a trade, it makes the same buy in your account. Every time Josh sells a trade, it makes the same sale in your account. Trade for trade, over and over. How many of you would be interested in technology like that? Because we have developed it. It's called the Trade Copier. If you would like to learn more about the Trade Copier and the opportunity to work with this tool, type in your telephone number and TC for Trade Copier, your telephone number and TC. If you stay with me to the end of the presentation, I'm going to give some of you in this presentation an opportunity to hook your account up for 30 days to Josh's account. Gang, we're very transparent. We practice what we preach. We back up what we say. Our results of why we have grown throughout the years in this organization. So put in TC in your phone number. Now, even Josh takes losses, right? So we all have to protect, okay? We all have to protect our downside. Okay, I've got you. Tracy says TC. Natalie says TC. Just make sure we've got a good number for you as well. All right, so I don't know why I made this red. We should make this green because this is going to be our sell. This is money, right? What we need to do is set up our stop loss order. So I'm going to pick down red right here, okay? I'm going to go ahead and set up my stop loss order. Now, again, I know most of you know what this is, but if you don't know what it is, a stop loss order just simply says, okay, if this is one of those trades that goes against me, okay, if one of those that goes against me, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put at my stop loss order about 5 to 10 pips below my B, about 5 to 10 pips below my A. In this example, we're just going to be conservative. It's about 25 pips. So that's a 25 pip risk. So can everybody acknowledge, hang on with me, Mike, I'm going to get there. 25 pip risk, so we're risking 3-to-1 risk ratio. Proper equity management. Does everybody understand 3-to-1 risk ratio? Okay, good. All right, so now what do? We enter our trade. So we enter our trade. Tell me, does it hit our extension? Goes all the way up, boom, and it busts through our extension. So right here, we pocket our 75 pips. It was in about 7 hours. So 75 pips in 7 hours on a standard lot. That's $750 profit in 7 hours. Not too bad, right? So what do we do next? Well, we're out of this trade, and we go to set up our next trade, and then we're going to get into automated real time in just a second, gang. Just hold on. Right here, we get rid of our Fibonacci, and what do we do next? Well, we rinse and repeat. We move on to our next opportunity. This is our brand new A right here, okay? This is our brand new B right over here. We don't know where our C is yet. We're waiting for our entry. We draw out our Fibonacci, right? We draw out our Fibonacci. We find our low. Bring this right on up, okay? And gang, we're off to the races doing this again. We're looking for our entry point, okay? So we can just draw a trend line, and you can just see through the trend line. And we can use candlesticks. We can use a lot of different things to determine this. So right here, we just bring this down with this trend line coming right down through here. Again, I know that's not exactly accurate, but you can see the breakout right there. So here's our buy into this position right here. And so our sell is going to be right up here. We're going to sell right here. And tell me, we buy in the red zone right here. Tell me, do we hit the Fibonacci? Boom, right through that. So here's the next trade opportunity. You got in and made in 14 hours, 112 pips. And we do this over and over and over again. Now, here's the thing. Now, pay close attention to this, okay? Most investors, if they're good with Fibonacci's, when this type of an ABCD movement take place, they will catch one of these opportunities and make some money. If they're trained, if they know what they're doing. Here's the thing that happens with the average Fibonacci trader, even a good one. What happens is look, there's multiple buying opportunities in this trade. You could have bought here, because look, it hit this extension, there's a buy zone. It bought here, there's another one in the red zone. Here, there's no other one in the red zone. Okay, what if it kept going down and then it hit here and then it bounced up? There could have been opportunity for 4, 5, maybe even 6 trades. What we have created is an automated tool that not only identifies the trade opportunities, draws out the Fibonacci's for you, but identifies every single entry and exit position called Power Fibonacci's. Let me show you how this works. I'm going to come right over here, okay? I'm going to grab a tool. See this tool right here where it says MTI? Again, we have our own proprietary, we have patent pending technology. I'm going to click Smart Tool. No other trading firm in the world has this. Click right here, find my low, and on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, my Fibonacci's are automatically drawn for me. 100% accurate, okay? Now what I do is I start to look for my opportunities. Now pay attention to this. Look at this chart right here, okay? Look at this chart right here. I'll show you a different chart. Right on this chart alone, you see the ABCD pattern has repeated itself 7 times in a row. And when you get the power Fibonacci's on your desk today in your computer, you click on the auto fib feature, okay? It's very simple, just to click on it. Okay, you find your low right there, and it's going to draw those Fibonacci's with the click of one mouse. Now that is awesome because it's exactly precise. Now as we look at profit opportunity, okay, any one of these 7 trades would have been great all in its by itself, right? I mean, by the time you get to the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th opportunity, there's almost 400 pips of opportunity. I mean, that trade right there on a standard lot, that's $4,000. The total of all of these trades right here would have been $16,000 of opportunity in 1 month following automated Fibonacci's. I mean, even if you caught half of these and you earned an extra $8,000, that's an extra $100,000 in a year. What would you do with an extra $100,000 in a year, right? So let me show you how this works. We've taken all of this opportunity, and the thing is, all we're looking for is we're looking for that C entry point. We're looking for that C entry point. That's where we enter. Now, what we're looking for is that AB, right? We're looking for the AB, C entry point where it lines up with the Fibonacci, and then we trade to the same color. Blue to blue, green to green, red to red, okay? Goes right on up, trade to that color, put your stop loss order in, and you profit on your money. Now, the question that I get from people, especially new people, is, okay, do I have to sit in front of my computer all day long and wait for that C entry point? Okay, wait for that opportunity to get in. The answer is no, because with the power Fibonacci's, it does it all automated for you. It not only finds the trading opportunities, but it will place your trades for you as well. Okay, instead of you having to be glued to the computer screen staring at candlesticks, you literally have to do a set of clicks, a few of them, and the program will do the rest. It's taken all of this stuff, support, resistance, candlesticks, breakouts, things that can take 60 days to learn, a couple years to master, and put it into automation, gang. This is what you get with 23 years of experience, training, tools, patent pending technology. Now look at this right here. Here's our breakout, just like I showed you on the last chart, right? You go right up here and you click your Smart Fibonacci tool. And right there, it's automatically, boom, going to draw out automatic my Fibonacci for me, okay? Now, this is what people don't understand. I talked about this a minute ago. Is this going to move down and give us a buying opportunity here, 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 or here? We don't know. It may hit one. It may hit them all, okay? So instead of sitting there and guessing at which one it's going to see reverse on, what we do is we click on the pattern. We open up our Power Fibonacci tool right here. It's going to look just like this on our charts on your computer today. We select right here where it says select all lines right there. And watch what happens when I click this. It opens all of those extensions, okay? Now what I like to do, my personal preference is I typically take the top and the bottom off. It's my style. We'll work with you on that. Now I've got 4 opportunities sitting in at the moment. And all I have to do at that point is come down to the button, click OK, and what happens over here when I click it is, see these dotted lines? If you can see the dotted lines, type in a yes or a Y. Do you see the dotted lines? What has happened is the reason why those dotted lines shows up is that one click, 4 orders are placed. Each of these at C entry points. My work is done. The automation takes over with everything now. Now, what do these orders look like? You can go right up here, go to the order entry, and look at this right here. Click on this, and your order ticket pops up. Shows you everything that you need. You got the currency that you want to trade. You've got the amount that you want to trade, okay? In this example, I was trading mini lots, right? Okay? And if any of those orders go off, remember our mini lot, that's a $200 investment. The buy prices are right here. And at each fib level, and the best part is my stops are put in to protect my downside, and the limit is put in to protect the colored line. Yes, to protect the upside, okay? Now, if you look right here closely, all of these are different numbers. Why are the limit orders different? Now, follow this, okay? Because remember, we trade red to red, blue to blue, green to green. There's different buying zones. So if our C reversal takes place here, we're going to automatically be out here. If it trades to here, we're going to automatically be out at that 150, or excuse me, that 1618. Okay, we're going to be out at the 1618. Well, now that's blue, automation right up to the 1270, over and over and over again. okay? I did this for my audience the other day. I captured the screen. 2 trades triggered right in my presentation. It was pretty cool. They went right to the C entry point right there. I'm protected on the downside with my stop. Went right up and hit my targets exactly. Made about 100 pips in 20 minutes right in front of my people. A week ago today, I did the exact same thing. You can see the date right there. I captured this. Same type of thing. I entered both trades looking for my D right there. Okay, boom, hit both of those, 658 pips in that period of time. How many of you see the value in trading automated power Fibonacci's? If so, type in yes or Y. Gang, the technology is incredible. All you have to do is click on right here, set this all up right here, boom, boom, select all. You can do all of these perfectly for you right here, and it automatically sets up all of these indicators for me. This is real life opportunity set up in front of your eyes right here, gang. This is what we do every single day of the week, and the results that we get for our students have been amazing. One of the things that we have is results. We don't just talk about how you do something, we produce results. Dan, I'm averaging 5,500 pips a week. Hayward, 4,850 pips. Did you know that our students this year in real money trading accounts have generated 2.6 million pips? Let that sink in for a minute. Real money trading accounts, 2.6 million pips. And that's just the students that we track on our trading software. How many more are out there? That's over $26 million on a standard lot, okay? So how many of you in this presentation, okay, how many of you in this presentation would like to take all the tools, all the indicators, all the information I just covered, have it on your computer today for you to use? Be live in our session on Monday at 11 a.m. when we are targeting our trades for next week, when we're setting up our Euro opportunity. We are anticipating 1,000 pips in 5 days. Picture yourself Monday sitting there, and by Friday, right in front of your eyes, our experts have made 1,000 pips, because that's what we're poised to do. How many of you would be interested in doing that, being coached, trained, and mentored with us, having access to all of our indicators and tools for the next 60 days risk-free? Type in yes or me in the chat box, please. Type in yes or me in the chat box. Gang, I've been doing this for 25 years, and to me, this is the best tool. When you look at the power of Fibonacci's, what we've done with this, it's the most encompassing, the most complete, the most easy to use step-by-step program on the planet. Now, let me explain to all of you how exactly this works, okay? Everything that you're going to get as a component today, I'm going to outline for you right now. First and foremost, you get a full one-day instructional class. We actually have a live class this Monday, okay? If you can't attend it live this Monday, we record it, we archive it, we do these once every 2 weeks, okay? On top of that, you get the FX Foundation online course, which is our education module. Interactive education model, you have access to it 24 hours a day, unlimited as a student. You get the ultimate charting software. You get all of the tools, all of the indicators that I have demonstrated to you today. All of our proprietary tools, all of our patent pending technology. I have showed you just 20% of what we have as far as unique information in this organization, okay? You get the power of Fibonacci, automation, and directional alerts. Now, directional alerts, I'm going to introduce you to that in just a moment. You get the Pro Traders checklist, a risk management calculator, which just helps you with probabilities of your trades. You get daily live webinars. How about every single day the currency market is open, you have the ability to trade with currency experts live while we set up trades live in front of your eyes. It's not just ask questions about your trades. We trade and you watch. We trade, you copy if you want to. Okay, we've been doing this for 23 years. We've trained 50,000 students worldwide. On top of our daily live webinars, we have analysts on 24 hours a day. In the middle of the night, we are trading live with our students. Now, those alerts, I would challenge any other organization to go back to 2010. We have pushed out in alerts over 160,000 pips of opportunity, third-party verified, with a 597% gain. Right there, gang. You get these types of alerts. All of our tools are in the next 2 weeks going to be launched web-based. We've gone through all the beta, everything. You're going to have every tool, every indicator available on your smartphones, your smart tablet, your smart television, everything. Incredible technology. And all of this, don't have to listen to me, gang. Take the next 60 days, evaluate us as a company. And if you don't want to be part of our group, we don't back up what we say. We don't earn your business. We'll give you 100% of your investment back, okay? Now, as you look at this program, everything that I've shown you today, you know, it takes a lot to support our students, our organization. The market value of this is well over $10,000. And we have students that would turn around and pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for what we give them for tools. When you factor in, we got 200 employees, our panel of experts, our results, a lot goes into supporting our students. But here's how this works, okay? You can get this anytime you want online, okay? We sell this for $3,995. Now, what I've done is, because this is a unique webinar, this is an investor inspiration special, okay? We have a very unique opportunity for you today to come on board and try us out for the next 60 days at the best discount that I have ever seen with this organization. You have the ability to come on board. Now, these are going to go by very, very quickly. So understand, you get all the tools, everything that I get that we sell for $39.95 on our website. You come on board today, I will give you everything risk-free for a one-time investment for $1,995. You save $2,000 immediately off of our internet price. That's 50% off. Now, I only have this available for the next hour. I mean, we're giving 50% off of our program. It's either the first hour or we've got the first 25 of you that enroll. What I need you to do right now is, if you want to be one of the 25 and you're prepared to get started, you're prepared to come on board, again, we're going to give you an in-writing guarantee. We'll give you all your money back if you don't want to be part of our group, if we don't back up what we say. But what I need you to do right now for me is put your telephone number into the chat box. The first 25 of you that do that, and we follow up with you, come on board, we'll get the one-time savings, but we got to do this in the next hour, gang, okay? Put your phone number in the chat box. Okay, Diana, I've got your number. Isaac, I've got your number. Stephanie, I've got your number. Frank, I've got your number. We do have a payment plan. Hold on, I'll cover that in a minute. William, I've got your number. Isaac, I've got your number. Josh, I've got your number. Wendy, I've got your number. I'm not sure if I can pronounce this correctly. Kubota, I've got your number. Here's the thing. In honor of this today, coming on board, you come on board today, and I am going to give you the next 30 days, okay? The next 30 days of opportunity to work with us. 60 days, I'm sorry. We have this session on Monday. The first of you to come on board today will be live in this session on Monday. We are going to put in front of you 1,000 pips over the next day, okay? All right, got you. Okay, John, I've got you. Mike, if you want to be successful, my friend, this is how you do it. Celio, I've got your number. Anderson, I've got your number. Jack, I've got your number. Anna, I've got your number. Awesome, gang. Monday, 11 a.m., we have this session going on. Absolutely, we are going to be rocking and rolling this right in front of your eyes with you. 1,000 pips of opportunity over that period of time. Of course, Mike, that there is. Okay? So here's the deal, gang. Normally, when you get it online, you get 2 months of the Ultimate Charting software. You get 2 months of the live trading session. Today, when you come on board, I'm going to give you 6 in this. You got to do it in the next hour, though. I'm going to give you 6 of the next 6 months of the trading sessions. You're going to get over 6,500. Yes, Tim, I'm going to give you, Tim, I'm glad you brought that up. Hang on, I'm going to give you a bonus of that, Tim. There's 2 ways that you can invest in this today. You have what's called an option A and an option B. An option A just simply says, I want the discount, I want the savings, I like to pay things all at once, okay? We give you a bonus with an option A of 30 days of our trade copier. 30 days of our trade copier, okay? So with option A, if you want to pay for it all at once, get the 30 days of the trade copier, what I need you to do is, when you put your telephone number in, put in an A next to your telephone number, okay? If you need financing, we have customized payment plans. We can work with you to figure out something that works in your budget. You can come up with a very, very little down payment. Just put your B in with your telephone number, put a B in with your telephone number, and what we're going to do is we'll follow up with you. We'll figure out how we can customize a payment plan for you. So I've got Karen as an A. I've got Zoe is a B, Brian is an A, Paul is an A, Lillian is an A, Frank. Now the trade copier only comes with the A. We give the people option A bonus on that. Sonia is a B, Jack is a B, Kylie is a B, Pippa is a B. Awesome, gang. We'll get you taken care of with that. I just need to know if you're an option A or an option B. If you already put your telephone number in previously, please put it in again. This just makes and ensures that I get the proper education specialist to reach out to you, answer all your questions, make sure you're good to go, make sure you're set up for the program, and you're off to the races with this organization. And here we go. Again, you come on board today, 30 days, the trade copier. I don't know how else we can show you what we do as an organization to earn your respect other than open up a demo account, hook it right to Josh's. Let's see where you're at 30 days from now. I'd like to find any other organization in the world that will back up what they preach. You don't take any risk in this relationship. We're going to give you our proprietary tools, our information, all of our coaches, all of our experts for the next 60 days. And if you don't want to be part of our group, we'll give you all your investment back. You got nothing to lose. Money is not an equation right here. We're so confident in what we do, we will give you a guarantee exactly like that. All we ask is when you become successful, when you're profitable, blow up social media. Because social media to us is the greatest thing, because people that see other people, real people all around the world making money consistently with this, that's the key. This is how we grow. You've got nothing to lose, everything to gain in this organization right now, okay? So just please, please, please get on social media when we're done, our Facebook pages, on Twitter, on Instagram, and post your results of what we do as an organization, because this is how we grow day after day, week after week. Mike, I've got you as an option B, Carol as an A, Michael as an A, Isaac as a B, Tracy as a B. Okay, just to quickly go over all of the components that you are going to get today access to. Number one is all of the education and all of the strategy, okay? The Power Fibonacci trading course you get today. Remember, we're live with that on Monday. You get the FX Foundation course, which is our education portal. You have access to that 24 hours a day, unlimited. That's understanding candlesticks. That's understanding all the basics as it relates to understanding currencies in the Forex market. You get our mobile application. As I mentioned a moment ago, we will be live in the next 10 days with all of our tools, all of our indicators web-based. Our students have been using them. We've been using them through a test group now for about 6 months. It's incredible technology. You'll have every tool, every indicator on your smartphone, your smart tablet, your smart TV, okay? So here we go. This is the next part of this is going to be your software and your automation. The software is going to be the ultimate charting software. Every tool that I get, over 120 customizable indicators, the Power Fibonacci automated tool, and the Pro Traders checklist, okay? But the best part, if you ask me, as great as the technology is, it's all the mentorship and the coaching. You tell me where else you could go and work with people like Gary Fickhart, who is winning 94% of his trades, made 25,000 pips in the last year. That's one of your coaches. Josh Martinez, who has earned 11,000 pips. Look at, let me show you Gary's account. I would challenge any one of you that are trading right now, if you don't think you need us, you don't think it's worth it to work with a guy like this year, 25,000 pips, winning 92% of his trades. Maybe you got it all figured out, I don't know. But to me, logically, if I want to be smart and make money, I'm going to work with these guys for the next 60 days to see if I can get a piece of this action right here. 25,000 pips in the last year. How have you done in the last year? That's 250,000. That's one standard lot, gang. All right? This is what we do for our students. This is the opportunity you're going to get today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to officially start to wind this down. We got our next presenter coming on in a few minutes here. What I'm going to do for those of you that are going to do an option A today, and you're like me, you like discounts, I've got a pool of scholarship money that if you call up right now, I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the chat box. If you give us a call right now, get an education specialist on the phone, get all your questions answered with us, and you decide to go ahead and sign up and do an option A, I've got enough vouchers for 5 of you that do that I'll take an additional $200 off, and option A, $1,795 for every tool, every indicator, all the guarantees, access to our mentors, access to our coaching. But these are going to go in the next couple moments. What you've got to do, though, is if you're serious about being part of this, you're serious about being part of our group, this offer is for 1 hour. We sell this program for $39.95. If you call up right now and pay, you're getting a $3,995 program for $1,795. It's a pretty good discount, gang. I've been doing this a long time. We back up what we preach. In fact, let me show you something. Again, this is Josh's Facebook page. You can go on here anytime you want. Check out Josh Martinez. Right here, Josh Martinez, click right over here, go over here to posts, click on posts. I put that number in the chat box for you, Frederick. Make sure you go ahead and call in on that, okay? Here's Josh's Facebook page right here. Go on here and just review what he has on here, what people are writing. Oh, how about MTI is the best? Well, let's get a little more specific than that, because anybody can say that. Let's talk about what people are making for money. Let me go ahead and bring this down a little bit and open this up so we can get to some good stuff here. There's Josh teaching his mastery class right here. That's congratulations when he hit 100,000. How about this guy? This guy right here, she made over 40,000 months in the last 6 months using Josh Martinez trade copier. Ha! Josh has already captured 9,300 pips. Well, we know it's more than that now. Okay, go right on down right here. 5 for 5, out in one way. Last day to sign up for that. How about right here? Hi, Josh. I'm using your trade copier. I've grouped your trades together when doing, and so far 50 wins, 0 losses for 2,900 pips in 47 days. Not too bad. Again, maybe you're doing better than that. Maybe you don't need any help. I don't know. How about this guy? 2 days, 2 conversations with Josh, 700 pips, 20 for 20, 34 return on investment. Okay. So gang, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave this open for a couple more minutes. Now, we do have one more offer. We do have some people that we can give scholarships to that if you'd like to find out how you can get our program for free, if you want to find out how you can get our program for free, you're interested in it. Now, there is work you have to do. You have to qualify for it. What I need you to do is go into the chat box and type in your phone number and free. Type in your phone number and free, and we'll follow up with you. It's a program that takes a little bit of work. There's some things you have to do, but we do give away free memberships every single month. Type in your telephone number and free. But understand, if you're going to take advantage of this, you got 1 hour. I mean, we sell this for $39.95. This is the best deal I've ever seen us, the best pricing I've ever seen us put together, and this is for investor inspiration only. So if you're serious about it, sign up. Take the next 60 days, evaluate us. If you don't want to be a part of our group, you're going to get it in writing. You get 100% of your money back.